In this module, we will learn about the elements of inland waterway transportation. IWT is the transportation of passengers and or freight by inland vessels on inland waters, harbors, coastal waters, and inshore traffic corridors as notified by the DG Shipping Circular 8 of 2019. The four main elements of IWT are as follows. Navigable waterway refers to the water routes that allow vessels to travel from one location to another. Aids to navigation includes markers, buoys, and lighthouses that guide vessels safely along the waterway. Terminals are the designated points along the waterway where vessels load, unload, or transfer cargo and passengers. Vessels are the boats, ships, or barges used for transportation on the waterway. They vary in size and purpose. Inland waterways consist of rivers, lakes, canals, and backwaters. The Inland Waterways Act 2006, as amended, has classified the national waterways based on certain parameters. These parameters are different for rivers and canals. The governing parameters include least available depth in the navigable channel, width of bottom of the navigable channel, horizontal clearance between piers, vertical clearances under the bridge and under power lines, and radius of curvature at the bends. The dimensions of the vessels that can navigate in these waterways are primarily governed by all these parameters. To identify the navigation channel in the river, the navigable channel is marked with aids to navigation. These aids assist the navigator in safe and easy navigation. Navigational charts are prepared and made available to know the water depths, location of navigational aids, and dangers to navigation. River notices are promulgated regularly to update this information. Hydrographic Wing of IWAI promulgates least available depth and navigation warnings, including critical air draft, on its website. River Information System has been installed in Kolkata-Patna stretch of National Waterway 1. River Information System enables swift electronic data transfer between vessels and shore-based stations through real-time exchange of information so as to ensure navigation safety in inland waterways. Ports are the areas containing cluster of maritime facilities located close to water bodies where ships can safely load and unload passengers and goods. Port also allows vessels to anchor or berth for receiving other services such as stores, bunkers, and repairs. A port may have a number of terminals. Terminals are developed at origin or destination or a near marketplace for safe berthing of vessels and to lay safely, to conduct cargo operations, and to receive other services for vessel operations like crew change, receiving stores, fuel, etc. For ships coming alongside a terminal, authorities charge berth hire and wharfage from vessels or shippers or consignees or charterers. Inland Vessel Act broadly identifies vessels as mechanically propelled and non-mechanically propelled. Mechanically propelled vessels are further classified in category A, B, and C. The vessels which fall in category A, are decked vessels of any of the following types: vessels other than houseboats that are more than 24 meters in length and houseboats of more than 30 meters in length, vessels that carry more than 50 passengers on board, all vessels equipped for towing other vessels having a bollard pull capacity exceeding 10 tons, vessels designed and constructed to carry petroleum goods, chemicals, or liquefied gases in bulk as cargo, vessels carrying dangerous goods as defined in the Act, and vessels of 300 gross tonnage and above. Category B vessels are the vessels not covered under Category A or Category C. Category C vessels are the vessels of less than 10 meters in length. A mechanically propelled vessel can operate only in a zone for which it is certified. These zones have been categorized as Zone 1, 2, and 3. Zone 1 is a zone where maximum significant wave height does not exceed 2 meters. Zone 2 is a zone where maximum significant wave height does not exceed 1.2 meters. And Zone 3 is a zone where maximum significant wave height does not exceed 0.6 meters. Inland vessels can also be registered under Merchant Shipping Act for operations within near coastal waters of India and known as river sea vessels type 1, 2, 3 and 4. RSV type 1 or ship to shore service are the vessels engaged in ship to shore operations at Indian ports beyond inland water limits of a port, provided that such operation is carried out in fair weather and against a favorable weather forecast. Vessels falling under this type while engaged in ship-to-shore operations at an Indian port shall operate within the territorial waters of India. Type 2 or nearby port service are the vessels engaged in operations between Indian ports in which the sea passage does not exceed that can be covered by a fully loaded vessel at the vessel's optimum speed in daylight hours, provided that such operation is carried out in fair weather and against a favorable weather. Type 3 or restricted coastal service are the vessels engaged in operations between Indian ports in which the maximum distance does not exceed that can be covered by a fully loaded vessel at the vessel's optimum speed in 48 hours, provided that such operation is carried out in fair weather and against a favorable weather forecast. Vessels falling under this type shall at all times operate within the territorial waters of India. Type 4 or unrestricted coastal service are the vessels engaged in operations between Indian ports during all weather conditions. Vessels falling under this type shall at all times operate within the territorial waters of India. Further, these vessels are identified depending on the type of cargo they carry, such as container, bulk cargo, cruise, ro-ro, and oil tanker. Different size and category of cruise vessels also ply on the Ganga River and the Brahmaputra. Various other types of vessels are used for support services such as dredgers for developing waterways and maintenance of least available depth, survey vessels for hydrographic survey of the navigation channels, tugs and multi-purpose vessels to push dump barges and to provide supplies respectively. You should now go to the quiz section and test what you have learned.